Magandang araw sa inyong lahat at welcome sa isang makabuluhang episode ng Tagumpay sa Eskwelahan. Ako si Teacher Thelma Alngog at ngayong araw ay pag-uusapan natin ang kahalagahan at katagumpayan ng isang faith-based curriculum sa edukasyon. Sa panahon ngayon ay napakabilis ng pagbabago sa education. We are living in the 21st century learning. Hayaan niyo pong ipakilala ko sa inyo with much pleasure ang ating special guest. Siya po ay principal ng Hillcrest School dito sa Antipolo City. Introducing Dr. Marlu Kundangan.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Thank you, Prof. Thelma, for coming. Welcome to Antipolo City.
Our pleasure. Okay, so ngayon po ay gusto po naming malaman at natutuwa kami na makita na talagang ang buong family niyo po ay nasa larangan ng edukasyon. So, niwe-welcome po namin kayo, Miss Marlu, Dr. Marlu, sa aming special episode na ito. At bilang panimula, may special na tanong kami. Ito po aming tanong, paano niyo po na-discover na ang pagtuturo ay hindi lamang ito trabaho, kundi ito ay isang special calling ng inyong family?
Well, personally, I became a teacher po because of my mom's prompting. My mom po kasi ay isang guro and my dad was a retired university professor. When we came here in Cogeo, bago pa lang po ito, and my dad wanted to put up a school here. And that advocacy or that desire naging productive kasi in 1981 po, nagkaroon po ng Cogeo Learning Center. So, it has become their mission to be of service to the community by providing quality education to the preschool age youths in this community.
Wow.
Sadly, namatay si Daddy noong 1984, leaving the advocacy and the mission to educate the young people in the community to my mom, who was then teaching in a public school in Quezon City. So, single-handedly, kahit widow si Mami po, she juggled 2 jobs. Una, nagtuturo sa pampublikong paaralan. But because of the advocacy that my dad had planted in her heart to be of service to the community by giving quality education, tinuloy po ng mami ko yung little school na yon. And in 1995, college graduate na po rin ako. And syempre, dahil education din po ang course ko, nalinya rin po ako doon. But more than teaching, it is that desire to be a significant figure or to be a significant member of this community by giving education or by educating the children of the residents of this village. Kaya po, in 1995, Cogeo Learning Center became Hillcrest School. Yun po. Doon kami nalinya. Nalinya talaga kami doon po. Pagtuturo, paglilingkod, naging mission ng daddy namin, eventually became our passion, and then became our purpose. Parang doon po lahat na linya lahat.
So it's really a family ministry.
Opo.
Sa lang po, follow-up question. Bilang isang pamilya, paano niyo po isinasabuhay ang pananampalataya, both sa loob at sa labas ng classroom?
My mom has taught us to always put God first. So everything emanates from that faith. So we serve not because we want to earn. We serve because we know this service honors God. So, yun po yung naging core ng aming school na palagi sinasabi po ni Mami, be of service to your community. And not only that, your service is your form of worship. So, like you're worshiping God. When you teach, when you manage the school, it's not just a job, but it is your commitment to God na this is a form of worship po.
So, it's a big challenge sa family side nyo. Paano nyo hinaharap ang mga pressure sa trabaho? You know, di ba, alam naman natin, especially in the field of education. Alam natin yung mga pressures, tapos the universal law, the law of balance, paano nyo nababalance in between harmony at spiritual unity, especially inside your household.
Well, if you put faith, if you apply it in your life, like for example po, if you believe that there are, in the Bible there are 9 fruits of the Spirit. If you apply all those virtues, then parang gano'n na rin po. Doon na rin po nalilinya.
Yung for example, paano po kayo nagkakaroon ng mga, halimbawa, regular family devotion, even your family ministry, hindi lang sa school, even in church,
yes, of
di ba?
course.
Kailangan nakabalanse din yun eh. Especially, nakikita ko kayo dahil we're in one church.
Yes,
Kaya nakikita ko talaga si ma'am, wala ka from school. Tapos, ayan, biglang, kinabukasan na sa music ministry na.
Yes.
Ang aga, 6 o'clock. Mind you, aga talaga. Sabi ko, sa totoo lang kahit ako na-inspire, 6 o'clock, 6:30, so, alam natin, universal law is the law of balance. Pero, paano natin nababalanse yun? The family, alam natin, ito yung business, and then you have your ministry, yung family mo, miniministeran mo, at the same time, the church.
I think it's God that makes it happen for me. Kung ako lang po siguro, I don't know how I will be able to manage my time. But because faith comes first, so everything that I do, naka-align din po doon. So when I check out my time or my schedule, there will always be time for everything. Time for prayer, time for managing the school, time for teaching, time for loving the family. So everything po goes around, number 1, faith, and number 2 is what you actually, yung purpose mo, yung kasi parang yung what's your purpose in life?
Yeah, sense of purpose.
Sense of purpose. So parang siya yung compass nyo po sa buhay or beacon na wherever you go, when you see that beacon, that's where you go to. That's where you are directed or where you're headed.
Amen.
Yun po.
Opo, ang kakatuwa na sa gitna ng, alam mo, yung relasyon mo sa family mo, relationship mo sa, even sa school, relationship with the teachers, the admin, and then tapos may mahalaga ka pang ministry sa loob ng church. So makikita natin na malawak, and even in the community, perhaps, di ba? At alam ko po ay member din kayo ng mga tinatawag natin, lokohan lang po namin itong mga educators, mga atotatyon. Mga atotatyon, ano po ba?
Yes.
Sa community, would you like to share with us? Para po ma-inspire ang ating mga audience at yung mga nakikinig sa atin.
Thank you po. Actually, I just came back from a strat planning. I was with the member schools and officers of the National Alliance of Private Schools in the Philippines.
I've seen that in FB.
Yes, we were in Batangas. This was supposed to be day 2 namin, but I asked to be excused. Yung mga associations po namin, actually, this is also an extension of the mission. You bring your passion and your advocacy, yung hashtag I love private schools to the association, giving your services, your time. Kaya yung pagpunta ko po sa Batangas kahapon, from my personal pocket po yun. Why am I doing that? Because it's one avenue that I can be of service, not only to a village, but also to a community of school heads, school owners, and educators. Ayun po. So, I think being part of 2 associations like NAPSPhil and CAPSA, or the City of Antipolo Private Schools Association, mas lumalalim yung purpose po namin, or ng purpose ko, or at least yung purpose ng Hillcrest. Kasi it's not just I'm the officer, pero dahil I need to go elsewhere, tas naiiwan ko yung school namin. Hindi po siya kawalan, but it's actually, I try to explain it to my brethren, to my brothers, and to my mom, na when I give service to the community of school heads, school owners, it is also enriching the community. So, yun po.
Yeah, that's right. Kaya nga, di ba may biruan, meron daw tayong tinatawag na Herman Moreno Club, yung mga walang tulugang mga administrator ng Pilipinas. Mga principal at mga administrators. Thank you, Doc Marlo. Lagi mo kami pinagbibigyan and I know God will bless you abundantly, exceedingly, above all you can ask for.
Maraming salamat
Thank you
po.
very much. God bless.
you.
Ayan, ang dami nating natutunan ngayong araw na to.
Shampoo, Viva, Copa, Monera, Centella at may DHA pa. May Bilberry, Marigold at marami pang iba. 66 and natural na vitamina. Memorize na yan. Para sa ating lahat na mag-aaral. Memorize, lagi mo lang tatandaan. Memorize lang yan.
Alright, thank you. Alam nyo, itong aking next guest, thank you very much. I-introduce ko muna. Napapasalamat pa na ako, hindi ko pa na-i-introduce. Thank you. Introduce ko sa inyo si Sir Gideon. Very short, but not for long. Sir Gid na lang daw. Ayan. Ang ating question yan is about how to impact your students and the school community. So, ang first question ko po, mag-ano po muna kaya, mag-greet.
Hi everybody. It's good afternoon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Itong aking question, Sir Gid. Salamat ulit not just once, but twice.
Of course, it's an honor.
So, paano po ninyo makikita ang inyong pamilya bilang guro ay naging best instrument ni God sa inyong buhay at sa buhay ng mga estudyante niyo?
Well, I like that question, Ms. Thelma, by the way. The best way I could answer that is simply by being beacons or standards of what our core values are like. In Hillcrest, we have what we call E-Fires, which stands for excellence, faith, integrity, empathy, and service. Resiliency and service. Of course, by upholding those, nakikita ng mga aming clientele, parents, learners, even faculty, na those are what we stand on. And that's what we exercise every time we walk in and out of the school. Not even in the school, outside, that is what we practice. Kasi that is what we uphold the most. Those core values are what we uphold. The reason why we uphold them so much is because it makes a person more, in a lack of a better word, excellent in the eyes of God. At least sa amin, ganun. Na. And it became helpful for, I guess that helps as a reference for the students by being beacons na, gusto ko maging ganyan.
Yeah.
I want to be just like Doc Marlu, Sir Raymond, Disiam, Sir Gid, kasi ganito sila. So, yeah, that's the best way I can go about it.
A follow-up question, meron pa ba kayong masasite na situation o pangyayari sa inyong mga estudyante na talaga namang na-inspire, hindi lang sa subject na tinuturo nyo, kundi pati even sa nakita talaga sa example o sa pamumuhay nyo as a Christ-centered teacher?
For that, the best memory I can recall is, before I make a story on that, I am a very passionate teacher when it comes to justice. I really, if there is injustice that is happening, I'm very vocal about it.
Yeah.
So, especially nowadays, with the political climate being like this, a lot of people are misinformed, if not misinformed, are in complete denial that these things are happening. So what do I do then as an instructor? I try to integrate them into my learnings, pero I find myself very passionate when teaching that. Kasi justice is one of the things that are being taught in Christianity. You have to stand up for what is right. You have to stand up for what is true. You have to be honest with yourself and the people. So, sakto pa naman, yung subject ko po ay Philippine politics and governance. So, very relevant sa mga nangyayari. And every time I teach that, I would give them snippets of what is currently happening in our day-to-day lives. How they are affected, gano'n.
Yeah.
And a lot of my students seem to like that passion for justice eh. Pati sila rin napapa-question na, ba't ginaganto tayo? Ba't ito yung nangyayari? Hindi
may
naman
realization.
May realization, exactly. There is realization among the youth that this shouldn't be happening. What are we gonna do now?
Yeah.
Diba? So I guess that's one of the ways I inspire students to question authority when it is questionable.
Kaya member po kami ng Justice League. Okay, so ngayon naman, pag-usapan naman natin yung mga hamon, yung mga challenges na hindi naman natin maiiwasan, lalo na in the context of, alam niyo na yung ating Christian values. So, hindi madali ang maging guro, lalo na sa school na ito dahil alam po natin na ang pinakamalaking challenge na hinaharap ay kung paano po natin pagtatagumpayan ang pinapakita natin paano mapagtagumpayan yung pananampalataya. So ngayon, pwede pa po, this is something personal. Personal yung question. May mga pagkakataon ba na kailangan mong tumindig sa inyong pananampalataya, sa inyong pinaniniwalaan na faith? At kahit na ito'y maging unpopular sa iyong kapaligiran, or even kahit sabihin na iba na you go against the flow or you go with the flow? Ano ba? Paano po nyo pinapakita ito? Kasi isang challenge din yan.
Yeah, it's a big challenge.
One of the challenges.
Yeah. So I guess it's hard to reference a particular situation where we had to kasi it's rare, at least in our community. Let's put it into a scope na in our community, medyo mahirap maghanap na kailangan namin tumindig sa isang mahirap na hamon kasi it's not that much of a challenge, really. Our clientele has been very accommodating, very respectful, and though there are some their beliefs are different than others, it never really got in the way.
Yeah.
But I guess when it comes to standing up is when they do not show our core values. In Hillcrest, every learner, every parent, every faculty member is taught to be honest, to be justice-seeking, to be passionate, to be empathetic.
Yeah.
And the only time and there are rare times where we have to stand up and remind them kasi naka-embed na sa kanila yun eh. It's, kaya this question is kind of hard because I can't cite a particular memory where we had to do that. It's just a default na yun tayo eh. So, yan ang gagawin natin.
Kaya nga medyo personal,
Yeah.
Ayan. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Pero alam mo, in conclusion, gusto ko lang i-sum up, pakiulit nga po yung e-fire. Baka mamaya maging e-book ko eh.
So, e-fire stands for excellence,
faith,
integrity, resiliency, empathy, and service.
Wow. Thank you very
No
much.
problem.
God bless you.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Araw-araw ang digmaan. Umaga't gabi sumasabak sa laban. Dapat protektado ka outside at inside. Immune Advance contains 4 active ingredients gaya ng lagundi, malunggay, non-acidic vitamin C at zinc. Tulong pampatibay resistensya para tulong proteksyon. Isama pa ang proper diet at exercise. Para katawan ay handa, Immune Advance helps support a healthy immune system. Immune Advance ang sandata. No approved therapeutic claims. Ang Immune Advance ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit. Available in Shopee, Lazada, and other leading drugstores.
Platinum Pro, ang bisa ng 600mg caplet at yerba buena, moringa, lagundi at vitamin C na mga go food for morning flexibility and whole day mobility. Kaya walang aray sa palaging pagkilos. Platinum Pro.
Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the mission, the vision, and the encouragement for other families. Kaya ngayon, ang tatanungin ko ay si Dr. Marlu and Sir Gid. Ito po ang question para sa inyong dalawa. Ayan. So bilang pamilya ng mga tagapagturo ay pakibigyan nyo kami ng pananaw, perspective para sa kinabukasan ng Christian education dito sa ating bansang Pilipinas.
Ano po ang kinabukasan ng Christian education in our country? I think it's very promising. It's what we really need right now. We need Christian education because that's an avenue for us educators to bring the young people closer to God. So we are opening not just their minds, but also their hearts to faith, to prayer,
Yeah.
to a higher being, to a God who is omnipotent and who can be the solution to all the problems that we're facing right now. But that starts in the youth. Christian education really has a big role to play, a potent
Yeah.
role to play
Yes.
in developing the community of young learners in this country.
Yes.
The purpose of which is, again, to bring Christ closer to the Filipino youth.
Yeah, to be rightly related and at the same time, talagang Christian education will be the solid foundation.
Solid
nila.
foundation,
Yeah.
totoo po yan. Values will be formed by their faith. They will embrace the 9 fruits of the Spirit. Those things we need right now, kindness, gentleness, compassion,
Yeah.
forgiveness, discipline, all these things. Imagine if all young people are imbued with these virtues, then Philippines would be a very great nation.
Yeah.
Will become a great nation. A nation filled with leaders who put God first.
Yeah.
A nation who embrace biblical teachings and apply in real life situations.
Yes, God-fearing nation.
Yes, a God-fearing nation.
Yeah. Sir Gid, would you like to add?
It's kind of hard to top that one, Doc. But in reality, though,
Yeah.
I would say, in a more serious note, shaky. It is shaky right now. Because there are a lot of things that are happening currently that we tend to shy away from rather than talk about, rather than to put light to it. We'd rather just, let's see where it goes, than take a stand.
Okay.
If this keeps on continuing, it'll continue to be shaky. However, as for the future, do I see any hope in it? Yes. Yes, you can never get rid of hope. Though the foundations are a bit shaky as of the time being, over time it'll grow stronger.
Yeah.
It'll grow better. And with Christian values being introduced to more classrooms, more lives,
Yeah,
more
yeah.
youth, more parents
Right.
even. And when we start asking real questions, even deeper ones, welcome them into our halls, to churches even, we'll have a hopeful future
Yeah.
for for Christian education.
And let's not forget what Jeremiah 29:11 says. For I have plans to prosper you, not to harm you,
Not to
but
harm
to give you a good hope. Di ba? A hope and a future. So, nakakatuwa naman. Pero ito na po, hihingi na po kami ng payo o mensahe or message para po sa ating mga viewers. Ano po yung gusto nyong ibigay, ma-advise para sa mga pamilyang may anak, kapatid na nais na maging part ng Christian education.
Christian education is a good investment. It is an investment that lasts. Christian education builds character. It forms good people. People who are impactful, purposeful, and efficient. And, sabi nga po ng HS ng Hillcrest School, it's easier for us to embrace Christian education because in Hillcrest we honor God and we serve our brethren. That's
Amen.
Amen.
Message, Sir Gideon.
Apart from it being a good investment, of course, for the livelihoods of your children, for their education, I would say Christianity as a whole has values to be upheld, such as being honest, like I said before, being honest, being empathetic, being full of integrity. What better way, what better method for people to be like that than when you teach them how to be such? So, yeah, that's what makes it a good investment.
Katagumpay sa eskwelahan, dapat, alam mo, may 4 na hakbang para gawing mas makabuluhan ang pag-aaral mo. Ito ang ay dapat. Letter A, alamin dapat kung ano ang aralin. Pero higit sa lahat, bakit ito mahalaga sa totoong buhay? Letter I, intindihin, hindi lang i-memorize lang yan. Kasi kapag nagets mo ang bakit, mas madali nang matutunan ang paano. Letter D, desisyonan mong galingan lagi, di ba? Hindi dahil perfect ka, kundi dahil gusto mong may marating. At letter A, 4, ibahagi yan sa 4 na tao ha. Kung may natutunan ka, huwag kang madamot. Share mo sa 4, sa classmates mo, kaibigan mo, o kahit si teacher. Ganon din dapat. Ang tunay na talento ginagamit sa tamang direksyon. Yan ang ay dapat.
So, thank you very much. Alam mo yung mga messages na to na isinare nyo ngayon dito sa ating episode ay alam ko, I'm pretty sure lahat po ng ating viewers ay may natutunan at talagang mai-inspire sa story po ng family. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Thank you
so
po.
much po. God bless.
Ako po si Teacher Thelma A. Alngog. Don't forget to like, share ang ating Tagumpay channel at ang ating episode sa Tagumpay sa Eskwelahan. To God be the glory!
Tagumpay sa eskwela, sa Diyos